Hey, what's going on, folks? It's Mitch here, back with a daily video for you guys. The sun is shining bright today. I'm getting that vitamin D in. I got a daily video for you. I'm sending you guys much peace, love, and abundance and good vibrations your way. I just want to share this personal story with you guys because we're on a journey of creating the best version of ourselves. And you can kind of tell by the title of today's video on why I quit alcohol 5 years ago. So we're going to get into that. I have to say, the main reason why I quit alcohol 5 years ago is because it's on both sides of my family. On my mom's side, my grandma, she passed away from alcoholism. And then on my dad's side, my biological father, a few years ago, he passed away from alcoholism. And reflecting and looking back, I remember, may the Most High bless their souls. I remember looking back, and my grandma, she would always have this cup. My grandpa would always drive, and I always remember sitting in the back seat when we were going down to my Uncle Roger's boat. My grandma always had this cup, and she had paper towel wrapped around it, and I always thought it was water. Like, you couldn't tell. Maybe I was naive and I didn't know, but you could never smell it. I didn't see any bottles in the house, like nothing. But then we pulled up to a holiday event in September it was, because she passed away on Halloween many years back. And I remember pulling up into the driveway, me and my best friend, because I would always bring him to Grandma's house. My mom met us out in the driveway, and she's like, Grandma's sick. Like, my mom didn't even know. My grandma hid it for a week, and the alcohol was getting to her in her liver, and kidneys were giving out because they couldn't, I can't think of the word. They couldn't cycle out. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know the exact terms, folks. But they couldn't cycle out the alcohol, and they just started to break down, and she started getting liver and kidney failure. So that was the last holiday meal, and they had to bring Grandma to the hospital, and she passed away about a month later. So it's on that side of my family. And my dad, when I was 9 years old, he left the household, and still remember that day when he laced up my basketball shoes and said, Mitch, I'm not going to be returning. And I had a little relationship doing every other weekends with him up until about I was 16 years old, and then it kind of fell off. And a few years ago, my mom gave me a call and said, hey, your dad passed away. And he battled with hard liquor. That was his choice of alcohol, not beer of anything. So having it in both sides of my family, I drank recreational when I was in college, probably about 6-7 years ago. And then I just got to a point 5 years ago, I was just like, I just want to create the best version of myself. I was in a relationship at a time, and I was being cheated on. And that was when I kind of hit a point with alcohol that I would almost drink almost daily at night, just to kind of numb it out. And I'm so glad I went through that process. I looked through memories on my phone from my pictures, and I was a little chubby in the cheeks, a little chubby around the waist, but I mean, I was paying all the bills of, paying all the bills, taking the dog out. I switched my work schedule so I could take the dog out because she was on her own schedule, and that relationship finally fell off once I walked into the act of her being with another man, and I was like, oh, I knew it. And that was kind of the breaking point. But the way I could cope with it, because I had these responsibilities, was alcohol. So it was a very strong lesson that I went through, and I realized that I needed that lesson in order to become the person I am today. I have a beautiful wife, a beautiful home. I'm healthy, I'm young, and I'm just very grateful for that. And that was the sign. That was the time when I was like, you know what? I don't need it anymore. And I started to really invest in myself. And today, I don't even think about I look at when people go out to eat and have like a beer or two. Maybe it's just because I'm like on this fitness journey of completing 2 Spartan races coming up. One's actually next Saturday. It's a 10K, and then one at the end of August, which is going to be a 13 mile. And then I'm running a marathon in November. Just some fitness goals on the free time. But it just doesn't resonate with me anymore. Like, it's gotten to a point where if there's a challenge, if there's an obstacle in my way, a problem that needs to be resolved, like, I want to figure that out. Like, I don't need anything in my life to kind of drown out the numbness, the pain. Like, I felt pain. Like, a lot of us feel pain, and then we want to drown it out with something. And, you know, you could be really successful in finances, but you really don't like your job, and you have this house and these payments, and maybe the one that you're with isn't the right one, and then you're resorting to alcohol as something that is numbing out. And alcohol, you can get it basically anywhere, and that's the thing. It's like a poison. Like, I don't know the exact research because I'm not a doctor with the effects of alcohol. I just know it's a poison. Like, you can look it up online and watch other content creators and actual doctors that have done, you know, research regarding the effects of alcohol. But I tell you, if I were to have 1 beer tonight, I would wake up tomorrow feeling so bad. Like, I wouldn't even feel like myself. Like, I don't know how these people deal with feeling that bad. Like, my soul just wants to resonate with just feeling good. And maybe because I went to almost like an extreme with that time when I was like drinking every night, and now it's just like I couldn't even fathom doing it. Like, I'm making these YouTube videos, I got a good job, I'm happy, I get up early in the morning, I'm getting my sleep. Like, it's just something that doesn't resonate with me anymore. And like, you're gonna go through things in your journey that you're not gonna resonate with. I remember going for my bachelor party last August. We went to New York City, me and all my homies, and they were like, you gotta loosen up, you gotta get some beers in you. I'm like, yo, man, like, if I drink this beer right now, like, I'm not making it out tonight. Like, my tolerance is so low. My tolerance is so low. We had a good time. I talked to him and I just said, listen, I'm just not on that wavelength. Like, you guys do you. You guys drink as much as you want. Like, that's fine. But I bet you I couldn't even almost be in like control. Like, I would like start to feel weird, and, you know, the effects of the alcohol. And like, people say it's like a social thing. Like, they feel so charismatic and they got all this energy. It's like dopamine that's going through their brain, like through their mind, is the effect of the alcohol. Like, the drug of the alcohol is making them feel like that. Like, now they're all happy, now they're all giddy, now they're all this. Like, I'm like that just on a normal day. Like, what do you mean? Like, so in order for us to go out and watch the ball game and get some chicken wings and french fries, I gotta get a beer too? So you're not going to invite me anymore because I don't drink? So, like, that's fine. Like, that's cool. I'll stay on my grind. I'll keep doing what I got to do. But once you start taking away things from your life, things are going to fall out of place. Like, you're not going to start to hang out with those friends as much. You're not going to meet people in those social events. Like, I couldn't even imagine, and maybe it's just because I'm lame, like, I couldn't even imagine going out to a bar and staying out to midnight, 1 o'clock. Like, I'd rather play video games. Like, I'm a gamer. I love playing video games. Like, what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to hit a quick workout. I'm going to take a nice shower. We're going to eat some leftover ziti because we made it last night. Oh, it's so good. Put some red pepper flakes on it. Oh, it's so good. Then I'm going to play some video games, and tomorrow I got to wake up about 7 o'clock and then drive myself to the natural park that's around. I'm going to run about 7 miles because it's last Saturday before the Spartan race next week. So I have these other goals that I'm striving to accomplish. And then I want to put something in that's going to limit me. So you gotta look at things that you're doing and why you really doing those. Like alcohol, there's nothing good about alcohol. Like, let me know in the comments below, like, if this message is resonating with you. Like, what is it? Like, you spending your money to intoxicate your body, to in the long run give yourself bad health just because you were busy at work today? Now you gotta take the edge off? Hold on. What do you mean? So there's a deeper thing there. Like, there's a deeper problem that you gotta look at. If you gotta have a drink to feel like yourself, there's something else there that you should be looking at. Like, when I was going through my dark times, what I should have really done was just gotten out of there. At the end of that story, everything worked out and all the bills were transferred. I should have done that probably 6 months earlier. But I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to get out, so I said, you know what? I'll just numb myself at night. Like, that's cool. And then it all worked out. Like, right now, I couldn't even imagine taking myself out of alignment of who I am and who I am becoming for some alcohol. Like, I couldn't fathom it. Like, I couldn't imagine it. Like, I'm really trying to think, like, what would be my motivation to have a cocktail to watch the hockey game tomorrow? Like, you know, I'm a giant Carolina Hurricanes. They're playing the Islanders tomorrow in New York, Game 4, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And there's going to be people that are getting absolutely hammered, absolutely wasted right in their afternoon. What are they going to do for the rest of the evening? They're going to keep drinking? They're going to keep spending their money? They're going to keep acting a fool? What are they going to feel like Sunday? Like, those types of people aren't creating the best version of themselves. And that's why I don't resonate with them. Like, I have a beautiful wife. We're creating a beautiful life. Why would I want to throw that away for some alcohol? And there's going to be things that you're going to come to in your life that are going to try to take you off route. I just couldn't imagine drinking alcohol again. I couldn't imagine. You couldn't even buy me a beer, the best beer, and be like, hey, this is the best beer. I couldn't imagine it. Like, I'm not making this up. Like, I don't understand. And maybe it's because I'm at a different point in my life. Maybe the path that I'm going down in life is just different. But you get out of work on a Friday, you grab a 12-pack, sit down to play some video games, and you need some beer? I just don't get it, man. And I'm just glad I went through that process. Because, yeah, we had fun in college. We had fun. We had little parties on the weekend. But, like, looking back at it, like, I didn't overdrink. It was more of a casual drinking. But, like, that's part of college, I guess. I wasn't awakening to the life that I'm living now. If I knew that back then, I wouldn't have drank. Because it's just a bunch of wasteful money. I did well in college. I had 3.9. When it was time for college, it was cool. But that was the environment I was around. It was like, go out and drink. Go out and have fun. And, like, people allow those parts of their life's chapter to carry in. Like, there's so many people's lives that are affected by alcohol. So many people that were building such great lives and just lost it to alcohol. And it's sad, man. It's sad. So I just wanted to create this video because if you quit, hats off to you. If you in the process of quitting, caps off to you. If you thinking you want to quit, caps off to you. But it's not doing anything good. Like, really look back. Like, really look back and see what it did for you. Like, what did you say when you were on that buzz? Probably something that you said and you never followed through. You know, I know plenty of times where someone said something and never followed through. They had these ideas, they never followed through. People just forgot about it. people doing things to hurt people. You know, I don't know the exact statistic, but most murders, people that murder people, are under the influence of alcohol. Imagine that. You taking someone's life and you under the influence of alcohol. Like it's nothing but a devil in the bottle. It really is. Like, what is the positive of it? So I'm just blessed. I'm just happy that, you know, the Most High, the universe was like, you know what? You go through that phase and you learn from that phase. Like, I learned heavy from it. My grandma passed away. My dad passed away. And I want to be here. Excuse me. I want to be here for my friends, my family, my co-workers, my beautiful wife. I want to keep leveling up. I want to keep growing. Reach new heights, set new goals. I mean, I have all these fitness goals, and that's where I'm channeling my energy. There's no way I would feel good tomorrow running if I were to have alcohol tonight. There's no way. There's no way. And I'll tell you what, it's going to demotivate you. If you're someone that drinks, it's going to demotivate you. It's going to affect your taste buds. You're going to get grogginess in the mental. You start putting on weight because it's just extra calories that do absolutely nothing. And you just get tired of it. Like, the pros and cons to it, the scale, there's so many negatives. And I just want to create the best version of myself. Like, at the end of the day, I just want to create the best version of myself. That's just something that resonates with me. It's just creating that best version of myself. Like, what can I accomplish with the time that I have here on earth? Who can I motivate? Who can I inspire? How can I just be the best Mitch there is? And you have to go through these chapters. You have to go through these lessons. And you have to learn from them. You have to learn from them. So I just wanted to make this video for you guys on why I quit alcohol 5 years ago. If you have made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you guys. The community is growing. So thank you guys for all pressing that subscribe button. Thank you for hitting the like button. Feel free to leave some comments below on your journey with this topic. I just want to make this something that's positive. I want to reach people and let them know that they're not alone. That you go through these things. Like, you're supposed to go through these times and not make the best decisions and learn from those decisions. Like, you're supposed to. Like, there's not really mistakes in life. Failures are lessons. And I wouldn't be the person that I am today if I didn't learn those lessons. You got to go through it. It's the way you grow. It's the way you evolve. So there's no shame in it. I'm talking about it now. Those 6 months when I was with my ex, it was not good, man. But I reflect back and it brings me so much energy. Because I'm like, I was there. I was in a situation where I had to use alcohol because I was in a situation I didn't think I could get out of, so I had to numb myself. So if you use an alcohol in that context to numb yourself to get through the next day, listen, man, there's hope. Put your faith up to the universe because it all works out. It really does. You just want it for yourself. Like, it's just something that you want for yourself at the end of the day. And I'm just keeping it real with you guys. This is why I quit. Like, I couldn't even imagine just going out and getting a burger and getting a beer with it. Like, I couldn't even probably drive home. I'd probably have to get an Uber. Like that, my tolerance is so low. And people out here driving on 3, 4, 5, 6 beers. Reckless driving, drunk driving, taking loved ones away, speeding. Man. Like, you take some alcohol in your system, you just signing up for a bad time. You just signing up for a bad time, man. So I hope this message resonated with you. I truly do. You guys made it to the end of the video. I appreciate you guys watching this whole entire video. I'm going to end it here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.